Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. Well, before we start, if you like my content, please like and subscribe to the channel. What would you do when you come back home after a long time serving your own country and you catch your wife that you loved more than your life with your best mate? When she confessed, you find out she's been cheating on you the whole time and the kids are not yours. Now, let's listen to this heartbreaking story.
I'm coming home after a long, painful 7 months. I wish I can say what I did, but I can't. What I can say is that those 7 months were filled with issues and the biggest heartbreak I thought I would ever feel at the time. My teammate, which I considered my brother, took his own right in front of me, even after I begged him not to. He stated he had no family, nothing to go back to. I begged for him not to, and that he was my brother and that I was his family. But it wasn't enough. I couldn't sleep nor eat. My kid's video calling me, and I let it ring as I was looking at the screen, but I was actually thinking about my brother. I took long sessions talking to a professional. I was sent home. Before I get to it all, I was told that military wives are the biggest snakes. They take you for granted and never to take your eyes off of them. So, basically, I took their advice and wanted to prove everyone wrong. I didn't tell her when I was coming, and I had a huge vacation planned to make up for it. I was told not to let her know when I'll be coming back home. I've been with my wife for 5 years, 4 together, 1 married. A set of twins, 2 girls at the age of 2 at the time. I was driven home. I see my car and my beautiful home, but what mattered is hugging my family after 7 months of not seeing them. I go in, no one is there. I checked the pool, no one. I go closer to my room. I hear some sounds. I go closer. That is the sound of my wife. The door was locked, but I have a door that scans mine and wife's fingerprints. I open the door, and I see my wife in bed, and the other guy was none other than my best friend, the best man of the wedding. I grew up with this guy. I met him when I was 6. He was 5, since 1st grade. The next thing I heard was, "Please stop! Please stop!" My wife pushing my back, holding on to me, crying. My heart is beating like I've finished running a marathon, hands trembling. I forgot where I was until I looked down. What I saw was a woman crying, holding me, telling me she's sorry, and a man in pain covering his face. I started crying because I didn't mean to actually hurt him. I asked if I hurt her, and she said no. I started losing it out on her. Do you know what I had to go through?
All those people, all those fighting, and for what? For him to come back home and catch his wife with his friend?
Cops were called by neighbors. They found me sitting in a corner with a blanked mind. EMT came and picked up both and brought to the hospital. They patched my hands. As for him, a broken nose, broken arm, dislocated shoulder, etc. I couldn't feel nothing. No anger, no sadness, no guilt, nothing. My wife crying on her knees, begging for forgiveness. As I was looking at her, I was thinking about my brother, how I couldn't save him from himself. What kind of a failure am I? Coming home to this woman was my karma. I instantly heard the footsteps of my girls. As soon as they saw me, I heard them calling me Daddy. They climb on the bed and start hugging me. I instantly start crying. I held them and asked her if they're mine. Since the moment they were born, they did not look like me. I shrugged this off because I always thought I don't look like my father, but I still have his weird black nipple on the left and lighter nipple on my right chest and green eyes. The girls had absolutely nothing. They have green eyes, but my mother-in-law also has green eyes. I asked her, "Are they mine?" Tears start coming from both of us. She cries and tells me, "Of course they are." Cops are telling that AP is looking to press charges. I'm like, press charges? Well, I'll tell you this, all of this is his and her fault. The cops had no idea. I told them where I came from and about my career. I told them I've been gone for almost 8 months. The AP, let's call him D, I told them D was my brother since the 1st grade, and he was the best man from my wedding. The cops told each other, this is why I don't trust no woman. My wife looked down and walked out of the room sobbing. Cops told me they're letting me go, that they can't imagine what I'm going through. They called me a hero, thanked me for my service, and wished me the best. I'm not a hero. I was someone who joined the military for the pay and benefits that couldn't save his friend. That doesn't sound like a hero to me. I was ready to go home, and my wife says she wants to come with me so we can talk about this. I told her to look after her boyfriend. She starts crying again. I left the girls with her because I had a lot of tears to drop while walking home. Once I got home, it was a blur. I woke up on the couch with her sleeping next to me, but on the rugged floor. I pick her up and put her on the couch.
2 weeks later, the kids got DNA tested and all three of them took a lie detector test. This is where everything was revealed.
My world broke into a million pieces. I was completely faithful to her. I loved this woman so much that it's hard to explain because everything I say is only going to be an understatement. She's cheated on me since the day we got together. I never saw any signs. She only cheated with D, but still, she's been using me for the money I make. I had a sheet of paper telling me I'm not the father to my two little worlds, that the father was D. Not only that, but she's also pregnant again. He was salty for what I did to him and revealed everything. His words were, "Open your eyes. You're the one who's been making money. You've been providing for my kids while I lay back and play my games. She's been seeing me since the beginning. Remember when we went to the movies to watch The Incredible Hulk? That was in 2008. Remember how mad and annoyed she got at you for no reason? She didn't want you touching her, not to mention talking to her or looking at her. That was just an act so she can go home, but she never planned on going home. She came to my house instead. Remember all the gifts she bought you and made you believe that was out of love? Okay, that was so you can let your guard down so it can be easy for her to cheat on you. You're not my brother, you're the kid's caretaker and my moneymaker. You bought me a car, a home, helped me pay for my college degree, and you've been taking care of my kids. And guess what? You're going to continue to doing the same. You were gone for a minute, but I went to your house and was there for her. Wife was screaming at him, "Shut up!" I felt numb to everything, as my broken world was being revealed. She passed on the question, "Are you in love with both of them?" She said yes. Lie detector said she's telling the truth. That only made things worse. Wife was grabbing me, swearing up and down it's a lie, relating to what Dee said to me. I started crying and told her, "You and the girls were the best thing that's ever happened to me. I did everything for us. I bought us a home. We did so much. We studied together, we worked together, graduated together, and we made it together. We even made a family together. Seeing your smile was my daily goal because I love your laugh. Love hugging you. Just waking up next to you was a blessing I can't describe. And now, I have a piece of paper telling me those girls were never mine. Another paper telling me I was only your ATM?" She had a blank face with nothing but tears dropping down like a waterfall. Dee says, "For the record, you never made a family with her. I did. You were just taking up on my family for me. How can the person that called me his brother for so long be so cold to me?" No idea. I left to walk home. I literally walked for over 13 hours. And since I left my phone at home, there were no interruptions. I was found sitting on a bench crying, and I know a man isn't supposed to cry, but I can't eat, sleep, or stop with the tears. All I did was throwing up and crying. I couldn't look at the girls the same way. I filed for divorce, and she moved back to New York with her parents.
If you are enjoying the story so far, please give a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel.
Dee had no job and lost his home. His car and home was under my name. It all belonged to me. I make 6 figures, and someone that doesn't even have a job destroyed my world. Never again did I help anyone else, not to mention trust anyone. I seek professional help. I won't end up like my brother who took his own because things got bad. I'm a fighter who keeps getting up. My ex-wife sent me some disrespectful texts, a picture of those two kissing the twins, a videotape of them, and revealed some horrible things to me. She told me that now I have nothing, I'll only end up being alone, and that she knew I wasn't the father. But what can a guy like Dee do for the kids? She was angry that I left the twins, and I wasn't the role model, the father that I believed I was, and that I shouldn't have walked out on them like that. Doc told me not to be a fool, that it's not her sending me these things, that it's him doing it. I believe it's her. It's her number. The reason I left the girls was because I was scared of what I was capable of. When I woke up one morning, I recorded myself, and what I did scared me to no end. I would stand up for a long time, doing nothing, just standing near my bed like a zombie. Then I would go back to sleep. I visit my brother, where he's been buried, every weekend. This happened years ago, and today I'm a pilot who has his own real estate company, but I can't manage to make a family because I push away every woman I meet. I will never trust anyone again. But that's my mind now, and I'm sure one day I'll have a family of my own. I'm still young, I'm only 33. Those girls are 9 now, and I think about them every day. When they're 18, and if they ever seek me out, best believe I'll welcome them with open arms.
Well, in case you're wondering what happened to ex-wife and ex-friend, what they are doing at the moment, my sibling told me that he's working for Best Buy, and as for her, she became a nurse wanting to be a doctor one day. Good for her. End of the story. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.